Hello and welcome everyone to Science Era. In this video, we will be focusing on ketones and aldehyde from Organic Chemistry CHE 1502 module. I will be using Organic Chemistry 7th edition book by L.G. Wade. Carbonyl compounds. Carbonyl compounds are everywhere. In addition to their use as reagent and solvent, they are constituent of fabrics, flavoring, plastics, and drugs. Naturally occurring carbonyl compounds include proteins, carbohydrates, and nucleic acids that make up all plants and animals. The simplest carbonyl compounds are ketones and aldehyde. A ketone has two alkyl groups bonded to the carbonyl carbon atom. An aldehyde has one alkyl or aryl group and one hydrogen atom bonded to the carbonyl carbon atom. Formaldehyde is the simplest aldehyde with two hydrogen atoms bonded to the carbonyl group. Ketones and aldehydes are similar in structure and they have similar properties. There are some differences, however, particularly in their reaction with oxidizing agents and the nucleophile. In most cases, aldehydes are more reactive than ketones. Structure of carbonyl compound. The carbonyl carbon atom is sp2 hybridized and bonded to three other atoms through coplanar sigma bonds orientated about 120 degrees apart as shown in the figure. The unhybridized p orbital overlaps with the p orbital of oxygen to form a pi bond. The double bond between carbon and oxygen is similar to an alkene carbon-carbon double bond, except that the carbonyl double bond is shorter, stronger, and polarized. The double bond of carbonyl group has a large dipole moment because oxygen is more electronegative than carbon and the bonding electrons are not shared equally. We can use the resonance form to symbolize this unequal sharing of pi electrons. The first resonance form is more important because it involves more bonds, filled octet, and less charge separation. So this is the major resonance form. The contribution of the second structure is evidenced by the large dipole moment of ketones and aldehyde as shown in the last figure of acetyl aldehyde and acetone. Polarization of carbonyl group contributes to the reactivity of ketones and aldehyde. The positively polarized carbon atom acts as electrophile or Lewis acid and negatively polarized oxygen acts as nucleophile or Lewis base. Nomenclature of ketones and aldehyde. First, let's look at ketones. IUPAC names. Systematic names for ketones are derived by replacing the final E in alkane with -one. The alkane becomes alkanone. In open chain ketone, we number the longest chain that includes the carbonyl carbon from the end closest to carbonyl group and we indicate the position of carbonyl group by a number. In cyclic ketones, the carbonyl carbon atom is assigned number 1. The examples of ketones are 2,4-dimethyl-3-pentanone, 1-phenyl, 1-propanone, 2-cyclohexanone, and 4-hydroxy-4-methyl-2-pentanone. Notice that all of the names end with "on" and the longest chain is numbered so that carbonyl carbon have the smallest number. Nomenclatures of aldehydes. Systematic names for aldehyde are derived by replacing the final E of alkane with an al. An aldehyde carbon is at the end of a chain, so it is number 1. If aldehyde group is substituent of a large unit, usually a ring, the suffix carboaldehyde is used. Some examples of aldehyde compounds include 3-hydroxybutanal, 4-bromo-3-methylheptanal. Cyclic aldehydes example include cyclohexane carboaldehyde or 2-hydroxycyclopentane 1-carbaldehyde. Notice in 3-hydroxy butanal, the aldehyde group is at the end of the chain. So it is the carbonyl group of aldehyde is given priority number 1. And there is hydroxyl substituent on carbon number 3. So the compound name will be 3 hydroxy butanal. Butane, why? Because the compound have 4 carbons. Carbonyl as substituent. A ketone or aldehyde group can also be named as substituent on a molecule with a higher priority functional group as its root. A ketone or aldehyde carbonyl is named by the prefix oxo if it is included as part of the longest chain in the root name. When an aldehyde or CHO group is substituent and not part of the longest chain, it is named by the prefix formyl. Carboxylic acid frequently contain ketones or aldehyde groups as a substituent. Figure shows the priority of functional group in naming organic compound. Notice that carboxylic acids are given the highest priority and halides are given the lowest priority. If we compare aldehyde and ketones, aldehyde have a higher priority than ketones. Let's look at an example. 3-methyl-4-oxopentanal. The carbonyl group of aldehyde and ketones both are present in one compound. Aldehyde have higher priority than ketones, so the aldehyde carbon is given number 1 priority and the ketone carbon is given 4. There is a methyl group substituent on carbon number 3. So the compound name is 3-methyl-4-oxopentanal. Common names for ketones and aldehyde. As with other classes of compounds, ketones and aldehyde are often called by common names instead of their systematic IUPAC names. Ketone common name are formed by naming the two alkyl group bonded to the carbonyl group. Substituent locations are given using Greek letters beginning with the carbon next to the carbonyl group. Common names for aldehyde are derived from the common name of corresponding carboxylic acid. These names often reflect the Latin or Greek terms for original source of the acid or the aldehyde. Greek letters are also used with common names of aldehyde to give the location of the substituent. The first letter alpha is given to the carbon atom next to the carbonyl group, which is carbon number 2 in IUPAC name. For example, 3-bromobutanal and 3-methoxypropanal is example of aldehyde. Some ketones have historical common names. For example, dimethyl ketone is always called acetone. Physical properties of ketones and aldehydes. The ketone and aldehyde are more polar and have higher boiling point than ether and the alkane but lower boiling points than hydrogen bonded alcohol. They have lone pair of electrons and can act as hydrogen bond acceptor with other compounds having oxygen and hydrogen or nitrogen-hydrogen bonds. For example, hydrogen of water or an alcohol can form a hydrogen bond with unshared electrons on a carbonyl oxygen atom. Because of this hydrogen bonding, ketones and aldehydes are good solvent for polar hydrolytic substances such as alcohol. They are also relatively soluble in water. Aldehyde and acetones are miscible with water in all proportions. Formaldehyde is most common aldehyde which is gas at room temperature, so it is often stored and used as 40% aqueous solution called formalin. Industrial importance of ketones and aldehyde. In chemical industry, ketones and aldehydes are used as solvents, starting materials and reagent for synthesis of other products. Although formaldehyde is well known as formalin solution used to preserve biological specimens. Acetylaldehyde is used primarily as a starting material in manufacture of acetic acid, polymers and drugs. Acetone is most important commercial ketone with over 3 billion kilograms used per year. Both acetone and methyl ethyl ketone are common industrial solvent. These ketone dissolves a wide range of organic materials, have convenient boiling point for easy distillation and have low toxicities. Many other ketones and aldehydes are used as flavoring and additives to food, drugs, and other products. Some example of aldehyde and ketones used in household products are Butyraldehyde odor is buttery, used in margarine and food. Vanillin is another example, which is odor is vanilla and used in foods and perfume. Pistachio used in ice cream. The name of the compound is acetophenone. Trans-cinnamon aldehyde is used as a cinnamon odor for candies, foods, and drugs. Other examples of ketones and aldehyde for household products are camphor, phthalate, carvone, and muscone. Reaction of ketones and aldehyde. Nucleophilic addition. As a nucleophile attack carbonyl group, the carbon atom changes hybridization from sp2 to sp3. The electrons of pi bond are forced out of the oxygen atom to form an alkoxide anion which protonates to give the product of nucleophilic addition. Weak nucleophiles such as water and alcohol can add to activate carbonyl group under acidic condition. A carbonyl group is a weak base and it can become protonated in an acidic solution. A carbonyl group that is protonated or bounded to some other electrophile is strongly electrophilic, inviting attack by a weak nucleophile. In most cases, aldehydes are more reactive than ketones toward nucleophilic addition. They usually react more quickly than ketones, and the position of the equilibrium usually lies towards the product than with the ketones. The enhanced reactivity of aldehyde is due to an electronic effect and a steric effect. Notice that an aldehyde has only one electron donating alkyl group, making the aldehyde carbonyl group slightly more electron poor and electrophilic, applying electronic effect. Also, an aldehyde has only one bulky alkyl group compared with two in ketone, leaving the carbonyl group more exposed towards nucleophilic attack. Especially with a bulky nucleophile, the product of attack on the aldehyde is less hindered than product from the ketone, applying the steric effect. Nucleophile addition to carbonyl group base condition mechanism. In the base catalyzed addition to a carbonyl group results from nucleophilic attack of a strong nucleophile followed by protonation. So in first step a strong nucleophile adds to the carbonyl group to form an alkoxide followed by a weak acid protonation alkoxide to give the addition product. A perfect example of base catalyzed addition reaction is cyanohydrin formation. Cyanide ion is the conjugate base of hydrogen cyanide. Cyanide ion is a strong base and a strong nucleophile. It attacks ketone and aldehyde to give addition products called cyanohydrin. In first step, cyanide adds to the carbonyl group to form alkoxide, followed by a weak acid protonates the alkoxide to give the addition product. In this case, it is benzaldehyde cyanohydrin. Acid catalyzed addition begins with protonation followed by the attack of a weaker nucleophile. Many additions are reversible with position of equilibrium depending on the relative stabilities of reactant and product. Example of acid catalyzed addition is formation of hemiacetal. In step 1, protonation activates the carbonyl group towards the nucleophilic attack, followed by step 2, in which a weak nucleophile adds to activated protonated carbonyl group. Deprotonation of the product then gives the hemiacetal. An enol intermediate formed by hydrolysis of an alkyne quickly isomerizes to its keto form. This type of isomerization occurring by the migration of a proton and the movement of a double bond is called tautomerism, and the isomers that interconverts are called tautomers. Don't confuse tautomers with resonance forms. Tautomers are true isomers, different compounds with their atoms arranged differently. Under the right circumstances with no catalyst present, either individual tautomeric form may be isolated. Resonance forms are different representation of the same structure with all the atoms in the same place. showing how electrons are delocalized. Enol and enolate ions. In the presence of strong bases, ketone and aldehyde act as a weak proton acid. A proton on alpha carbon atom is abstracted to form a resonance stabilized enolate ion with the negative charge spread over the carbon atom and an oxygen atom. Reprotonation can either occur on the alpha carbon returning to the keto form or the oxygen atom giving a vinyl alcohol or the enol form. For simple ketones and aldehyde, the keto form predominates. Therefore, a vinyl alcohol and enol is best described as an alternative isomeric form of ketone or aldehyde. The figure represents the mechanism of base catalyzed keto-enol tautomerism. In step 1, you can see that deprotonation occurs at an alpha carbon followed by the reprotonation on oxygen. Acid catalyzed keto-enol tautomerism. Keto-enol tautomerism is also catalyzed by acid. In acid, a proton is moved from the alpha carbon to oxygen by first protonating oxygen and then removing a proton from carbon. If we compare base catalyzed and acid catalyzed mechanism shown before, in base, proton is removed from the alpha carbon then replaced on the oxygen. But in acid catalyzed ketoenol tautomerism, oxygen is protonated first, then the alpha carbon is deprotonated. Most proton transfer mechanism works this way. In base, the proton is removed from the old location then replaced at the new location. In acid, protonation occur at the new location followed by the deprotonation at the old location. Ketoenol tautomerism affects the stereochemistry of ketones and aldehyde. A hydrogen atom on an alpha carbon may be lost and regained through ketoenol tautomerism. Such a hydrogen is said to be a enolizable. If an asymmetric carbon atom has enolizable hydrogen atom, a trace of acid or base allows that carbon to invert its configuration, with enol serving as the intermediate. A racemic mixture or an equilibrium mixture of diastereomers is the result. For aldehyde and ketones, the keto form is greatly favored at equilibrium. If a chiral carbon has enolizable hydrogen atom, a trace of acid or base allows that carbon to invert its configuration with enol serving as the intermediate. This is called racemization. Formation and stability of enolate ion. A carbonyl group dramatically increases the acidity of protons on the alpha carbon atom because deprotonation gives a resonance stabilized enolate ion. Most of the enolate ion's negative charge resides on the electronegative oxygen atom. The pKa for a removal of an alpha proton from a typical ketone or aldehyde is about 20, showing that a typical ketone or aldehyde is much more acidic than alkane or alkane, which have pKa value greater than 40, or even alkynes. The pKa value for alkyne is equal to 25. Still, a ketone or aldehyde is less acidic than water, with whose pKa value is 15.7, or alcohol with pKa value of 16 to 18. When a simple ketone or aldehyde is treated with hydroxide ion or an alkoxide ion, the equilibrium mixtures contain only a small fraction of deprotonated enolate form. Even though equilibrium concentration of enolate ion may be small, it serves as a useful reactive nucleophile. Synthesis of diisopropylamine or LDA. Sometimes when equilibrium mixture of enolate and base won't work, usually because the base, hydroxide or alkoxide, reacts with the electrophile faster than the enolate does. In these cases, we need a base that reacts completely to convert the carbonyl compound to its enolate before adding the electrophile. The most effective and useful base for this purpose is lithium diisopropylamide, or also known as LDA. The lithium salt of diisopropylamine is LDA is made by using an alkyl lithium reagent to deprotonate diisopropylamine. It has a pKa of about 40, showing that it is much less acidic than a typical ketone or aldehyde. LDA is about as basic as sodium amide but much less nucleophilic because it is hindered by two bulky isopropyl group. LDA does not easily attack a carbon atom or add to a carbonyl group. Thus, it is powerful base but not as strong nucleophile. When LDA reacts with ketone, it abstracts the alpha proton to form lithium salt of enolate. When using LDA to make an enolate, it is common to add carbonyl compound slowly to a cold solution of LDA so that the enolate is formed quickly and completely minimizing the opportunity of side reaction. This brings us to the end of ketones and aldehydes. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe for more.